Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey. So I just got into Airsoft. I've been using a buddy's gun. He has an Ares M4.
Okay.
And I really like it. I really like how it performs and all that stuff. So I kind of I really want an Ares. So, but the problem is I'm kind of on a budget. Like I couldn't afford his if he was selling it.
I got
so, I mean, is there any solutions?
Sure. Well, okay. The advantage is, I mean, you've picked a very good company. I mean, Ares has been around for a long time. They make a lot of really high quality products. The issue with big manufacturers that make really nice products, though, is sometimes, the guns can get kind of expensive, between $300 and $400. And I realize that's a lot of money to be spending for a beginning Airsofter. Lucky for you, we just got a gun in. It's a partnership between Elite Force and Ares. They've made it a lot more affordable, so a beginning Airsofter like yourself can get into a really high quality M4, and it's got all the great Ares internals. It's just at a way more affordable price. It's easy for you to start out.
Awesome. I want to check one of those out if you don't mind.
Sure. Let me go grab it for you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the Elite Force M4A1 Carbine. The one I brought you is just an M4A1, pretty standard. Battery goes up front. Okay. You're familiar with that?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. His actually goes in the crane stock because it's a rail, but...
Okay, well when you have an M4 that has a handguard in the front, your battery's going to go up in front like this, okay?
Okay.
Battery goes in there, you seal it back up, and then you don't have to worry about it again.
Okay.
Okay, now there are some really nice advantages to the Elite Force M4. Primarily the fact that it's pretty lightweight. Here, go ahead and hold it. Because it's lightweight, because it's a high-quality polymer body, it's going to be very abrasion resistant, very dent resistant, but it's also keeping the weight down. Now, the other neat thing is that it has an Ares gear... Hey, over here. The other neat thing is that it has an Ares gearbox, and that means that you get all that high-quality Ares internals, but at a fraction of the price. So, not to mention the carry handle it comes with. It's very comfortable to fire. Another unique thing I really like about it is the fact that it has an M733 styled retractable stock. Most of the time on M4s, if you've seen in video games and stuff, they have a standard M4 stock, or a crane stock or something else. But very rarely in Airsoft do we get to see the M733 stock. So very kind of unique. You'll be able to go out on the field and you can look very unique with your friends.
Okay. Can I hold it again?
Sure.
My main question is, I would rather have a black one for one. So do these come in other colors?
Sure.
Okay, so they do come in black. My other question is, how hard is it to put a rail on over this handguard and rewire it to the stock?
Actually, I have an Elite Force that has a crane stock, is black, and is wired to the rear if you'd like to see that.
Okay, let's check that out.
Sure. I'll be right back. Okay. So this is the Elite Force M4 CQB. It's a lot like the one I just showed you with some really kind of interesting differences. You mentioned that you wanted a rail. This has got a rail. You mentioned that you wanted to do a crane stock so that it was wired to the back. This also has the crane stock that's wired to the back. It's also got a couple cool features that weren't on the previous M4 as well, like this really neat flip-up sight. Oftentimes when you're sighting your weapon with a flip-up sight in Airsoft, you need to be able to sight it in pretty easily. And the availability of having a flip-up sight that's adjustable is very convenient. This has a windage and elevation.
Okay, so what kind of flip-up sight is that?
I mean, I've seen them on SR16s. I don't know the exact name of it, but it kind of fits with the style of the weapon anyway.
Okay. Other questions. So
Sure.
Obviously, I have to get a battery for this gun. What kind of battery would you recommend?
Lucky for you, it comes with a battery. And not only does it come with a battery, it actually comes with a vertical grip too.
Oh, really? Cool. I was gonna get one anyway, but it comes with one, huh?
The nice thing about getting a package like this is because you've just come in looking for like a starter weapon, you don't really have to buy anything extra. It comes with the charger you need, it comes with the battery you need, and so it's already ready to go. This is an 8.4 volt battery that it comes with, and the charger will work with it, and it'll charge any other NIMH batteries.
Okay, cool.
The vertical grip, quick detach.
Oh, nice.
So what you do is you flip this little thumb stud right here. All you need to do is put this on and rotate it backwards, and it locks it into place. So that way when you're on the field, you can actually use it over here. You can actually use this as a vertical grip very easily. And then if you decide you don't want it, take it right off.
Oh, okay, that's really cool. Mind if I hold it really quick?
Sure.
Check it out. Oh, wow, so the rail itself is actually metal.
That's correct. As well as the rail on the actual receiver.
Nice.
So it's not, I know it's a polymer receiver, but it does have a very sturdy metal rail on top of it.
It's cool. So Oh wow, so the thing is embossed?
Yeah, they've all got really nice logos. The tan and black versions both have this Elite Force logo. It's really nice looking, especially because, you know, it's hard to be unique kind of in Airsoft nowadays unless you do a whole lot of crazy things to your gun. But unique trademarking does make the gun look a lot more unique.
Okay, so I guess I'll need to pick up some extra batteries? Or no, extra magazines, I'm sorry.
Okay, magazines. It actually does come with 2, and they're both high cap magazines. So they both come just like this. You don't really need to buy any extra unless you plan on, you know, just hosing people. So 2's a really good number right out of the box, especially because these are high cap magazines. And that means that there's a door on top here. It holds 300 rounds. All you do is pour the BBs into them, close the door, and there's a wheel on the bottom that you just wind. And you kind of wind it for, I don't know, half a minute to a minute. And that generally lets you know that all the BBs are going to completely feed through the magazine. So less reloading because you can hold more BBs. And because it comes with 2, you don't have to buy anything extra.
How many BBs do those hold?
300.
300? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just one last question I think I'm sold is, can I go shoot really quick and chrono it?
Of course, let's head to the shooting range.
This store is really big.
I mean, most of our guns are negative. But if you want,
I've never been to this store before. It is quite huge and it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to work in too. All right, make sure that you put on some safety goggles for me. Thank you. Let's put some BBs in the magazine. As you can see, the little window opens. All you gotta do is pour BBs in by hand like that.
Okay.
Okay? And go ahead and close that door. And all you gotta do is start winding. There's a little wheel on the bottom. Just wind it with your thumb or forefinger. Okay. Like I said, you have to wind it for about a minute if you really want to feed the entire mag. But since we're just testing it, I'm kind of going to stop it there.
Okay.
Okay, now inserting the battery. This is a store battery. Obviously, this would never fit in a crane stock. But for testing purposes, it'll give you a pretty good idea of how it'll perform.
Okay.
All you got to do is hit these 2 buttons in the back here. Open this up. Pull the battery cable out. Again, for testing purposes, we're going to leave the battery out of it. So I'll just hold on to it while you're test firing. All right?
All right.
Okay, make sure this is clear. Now, if you want to hold on to that, I'll go ahead and insert the magazine for you. There you go. Go ahead and test it on full auto.
So I set the. I'm familiar with the winding. Very cool.
All right, if you'd like to chrono it, you can go ahead and just aim straight through the chrono.
So around like 333. It's pretty consistent too.
Yeah, now the great thing about it firing at 330 is because it's shooting under 350, you can take this right into an indoor CQB field as well. So you can switch from outdoor to indoor really easily. You're not limited on where you can play with it. So this opens up a lot of extra fields for you to play at.
Okay, cool. One last question is, how do you adjust the hop up?
Sure, okay. Pull back on the charging handle. That's going to open the dust cover and hold the imitation bolt in place with your thumb there. Then all you got to do is wind that black wheel that your thumb's on.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, that's the only questions I had. I think I'll buy this.
Sweet, sounds good. Let's go back up to the counter. All right, you're set. Let me walk you up.
All right, thank you.
It stops this wire from going through.
Thanks for coming by today.
Thank you, Matt.
Hey guys, remember whenever you're playing Airsoft, always wear your full steel goggles and always keep your gun in a gun bag when you're not using it. Safety first. Hey, since you're still here, why don't you subscribe to one of our videos? Or better yet, if you're still bored, why don't you check out these 2 videos right here? I'm sure they'll be just as entertaining as the one you just saw. If you're interested in seeing some more Airsoft videos, we've got a bunch of really cool stuff coming up. So stay tuned. Better yet, why don't you subscribe? That way we can let you know when the videos come out.